The US Army just picked up two new $20 million drone-zapping microwave weapons for testing with its Rapid Capabilities and Critical Technologies Office. And if they work as advertised, they will mean big trouble for adversary drone swarms and the portions of the internet that are convinced that small drones are the answer to every battlefield conundrum. Now, this new system, called Leonitis, is a solid-state, long-pulse microwave designed to take down entire drone swarms with just a single shot. Or, I guess I should say, zap. The Army will be taking delivery on the second generation of this Leonitis system later this year, but earlier versions have already seen successful testing with the Army, Navy, and Marine Corps. In fact, the Gen 1 Leonitis system has already deployed to both the Middle East and the Indo-Pacific in training exercises. Of course, the Army always prefers a long, awkward acronym over a product's actual name, so in service, Leonitis will be known as the Integrated Fires Protection Capability High Power Microwave, or IFPC-HPM system. It works by using gallium nitride transistors, a lot like you might find in the most modern active electronically scanned array radars. And that allows it to work a lot like an EMP, or electromagnetic pulse, over a relatively large area, making it way more effective than directed energy weapons, or lasers, that can only target one drone at a time, while also working against fully autonomous and fiber optic drones that are unaffected by jamming. As drones fly into the affected area, Leonitis's long-pulse microwave energy, broadcasting across multiple frequency bands, overload the drone's internal circuits, shutting them down at worst or bursting them at best. But either way, the drone ceases to function and falls out of the sky. The system's manufacturer, Epirus, says Leonitis is so capable it can even be used against some standard aircraft and jet-powered cruise missiles. But unlike previous EMP-style microwave weapons like the Tactical High-Power Operational Responder, or THOR system, Leonitis doesn't broadcast a beam of energy, but rather produces a very intense electromagnetic interference field in a sort of dome around the transmitter at what the Army calls a tactically relevant range. And more details about the system's range are tough to come by, but the company's CEO, Andy Lowery, recently described the system as part of the final protective fires portion of a layered air defense strategy. And that all but certainly means it's meant to serve among the final lines of defense against targets within about a kilometer. But the system uses line-replaceable amplifier modules, or LRAMs, that allow you to scale the system to whatever size and power output you may need. And you can also pair the systems together for what the manufacturer calls a 2x linear increase in power and range. Lowery also said that through modulating the pulse frequencies, Leonitis can even take down drones that have been hardened against jamming or EMPs, meaning much higher-end assets than a single-use FPV drone. The system can be powered continuously by a 70-kilowatt generator or charged over time by one as small as 20 kilowatts, but it can also operate on its own with its internal battery storage for upwards of about 30 minutes. Now, there are already versions of this system mounted on trailers and on Stryker armored vehicles, even a smaller one meant to be carried by airborne drones. But this year's testing with the US Army will really ultimately determine if Leonitis is the US military's answer to the looming problem that is drone warfare or not.